Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome, whether you're brand new or you've been with me since the beginning. Thank you so much for joining me today. I was tagged by Tanisha K for 15 fall questions. Thanks, Tanisha. So here I am to answer those questions. And the only time I really do camera facing videos is when it's questions like this. The rest of the time you're just going to see my hands, probably in a grungy sweatshirt. So the first question is favorite Halloween movie, and I will tell you, and anyone who knows me will tell you, do not take me to a scary movie. It is not a good idea. I don't like them. My Halloween movie would probably be the Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin. You know, that one. The second question is, hi sweetie. Yeah, we have dogs here. The second question is apple or pumpkin pie? Pumpkin. Always pumpkin. I'll eat apple pie. If you make an apple pie, I'll eat it, but I would just prefer that you make pumpkin. That would just be better. Isn't it crazy how when you start to make a video, things in your house just start happening? So here I have the old dog looking at me and the big dog growling at us for reasons I can't understand. Wilson. Hi, sweetie. What do you need? Okay, so the third question is haunted house or Halloween party? Again, don't take me to a haunted house. Never gone in one. Don't care about peer pressure. Not going in. Halloween parties, I like costumes. One year, my friends and husband and I, we did Addams Family, and I was Morticia, and that was really fun. Had a great time. People didn't recognize me. It was great fun. So I think costume parties, Halloween parties, yes, but not scary stuff. Store-bought pumpkin or pumpkin patch? So I thought about this, and I can honestly tell you, I don't think I've ever been to a pumpkin patch. And we have them around here. You take your kids, you go to the pumpkin patch. But quite honestly, usually we grow our pumpkins. So I may have once or twice picked up a pumpkin in a hurry at a store. But in my family, we grew pumpkins. We live in an area where you can grow a lot of things, and we had the room to do it. So I haven't really done the whole go to the pumpkin patch tour around thing. But I guess I could if I want to drive out and stand in line and all that. It just doesn't sound that fun to me. I'd rather stay home and craft. But my friend works at one and she says it's fun. So I don't know. Maybe it is. Let's see. Favorite fall scent. So I had to think about this. And at first I was thinking like scented candles. But then I thought about it. It's rain. Hands down. If you live in a place where it rains and there's that smell of like the first rain or a really big rain, it's rain. I like the smell of rain. I live in Oregon. We are used to rain. We don't deal with umbrellas. We have rain and we just move on. Then the next one is favorite fall drink. I do not drink pumpkin spice lattes. I think they taste like dirt. It's just spice. There's no pumpkin. I recently had a pumpkin latte at a small place near me and it was fabulous. But usually I drink tea. And if calories were not a thing, I would drink hot chocolate all day, all night, every day. And when Tanisha K was talking about how she makes her hot chocolate, oh my gosh, yes, sign me up. If you haven't seen her video, go back and watch it because it's pretty funny. Who doesn't like pie, Tanisha? I feel like we need to talk about that some more. Halloween or Thanksgiving? Well, I like Halloween costumes. I'm a big fan of candy, but I have to say Thanksgiving. And especially growing up, I got excited about Halloween. Thanksgiving was one of those times a year that I went to my grandparents' house and hung out with my cousins and we goofed off all day and it was really fun, and I think I have a lot of fun memories from those times. So I think Thanksgiving, and I like pumpkin pie. So favorite pumpkin-based food? One? Just one? I don't think I have just one. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin bars, pumpkin cupcakes, pumpkin anything. I like pumpkin. I like pumpkin stuff, and I get excited about fall because it all comes out. But I don't like pumpkin spice stuff. If it's too heavy on the spice, I don't like it. Then question number 9 is corn maze or hayride. I have done corn mazes, and I thought about this. I don't think I've ever done a hayride. Maybe in a parade? I don't know. But I think if you grow up in a more rural area, you don't really do hayrides. That's just, I don't know. I think that's more of like it's kind of like going to the pumpkin patch, right? If you had to haul hay or cut hay or turn hay, you're not really into a hayride. So I've never done a hayride, but I've done a corn maze, and it can be pretty funny because you think it's going to be easy and it's not. So I think if you haven't done a corn maze, you should probably try it. But if you don't live out in the boonies, maybe you don't have a corn maze near you. Favorite Halloween candy. Okay, this is something I feel very strongly about. I do not eat candy corn. Not ever. Not under any circumstances. Not any flavor. No. It is not good. So I don't really do like Halloween candy, but I like chocolate. I like chocolate with peanut butter. I like chocolate with coconut. I like chocolate with nuts. So I buy Halloween candy that my husband says the kids don't really like. He says the kids like the Skittles and the Starburst and the fruity stuff. And so I'm not really allowed to buy the candy because I don't have good taste in candy. But hello, if you've seen my videos, Wilson, we kind of are on a break for Halloween around here in general. Favorite fall memory. This one I had to think about for a while, and I had a couple of ideas. One year, one of my friends and I went to visit someone who had just picked up and moved from Oregon to Chicago, and we went to have Thanksgiving with her. So we had a girls' Thanksgiving, and we didn't do a turkey. There was a vegetarian in the group, and I don't care. I want the junk food, right? So we did desserts and sides, and we had a great time. I visited our friend. And that was before anybody had kids. It was super fun. So I think that was one of my favorite fall memories. And then the other one is, remember when I said that we grew pumpkins? One year, I don't know if we picked off all the blossoms or if we grew something crazy, but we grew a pumpkin that was like as big as my sister was at the time. I mean, it was like this big, right? Like, I don't know if you can see in the camera, like knee height. Yeah, at least knee height. And it took us forever to carve that thing. And there are pictures of my sister like holding the guts, the strings out over me. But that was really fun. I mean, as a kid, to grow a pumpkin that big and to carve it, that's not something that happens a lot. It was weird because we only had one. I think we only had one pumpkin that year, so we kind of had to share it. But it was not a pumpkin I would have wanted to carve by myself anyway. So I think the year of the great pumpkin or the big pumpkin was definitely a favorite fall memory. And the next question, number 12, is favorite Thanksgiving food. Pumpkin pie. Hello, pumpkin pie. Yes, absolutely. Do not bring me pumpkin pie and tell me there is no whipped cream or Cool Whip in the house. That is just sad. That is wrong. Don't even buy the pie and take it home without getting the whipped cream or Cool Whip on the way. Okay? I feel strongly about this. Number 13 is sweater or scarf. And I have sweaters, but I really love scarves. And I think scarves are more fallish. Sweaters are, I don't know, not that fallish. And we don't get like super, super cold weather here. So I don't really own a lot of like big, heavy sweaters. So I like scarves. I have a lot of scarves. And my aunt used to wear scarves. And I ended up with quite a few of hers. And I think I started wearing scarves even more after that. Number 14, wool socks or slippers. Slippers. Always slippers. But I'm always so cold. Like right now, I have slippers and socks on. So slippers, yes. When I go on like a girls' weekend or a beach weekend, it's cold here. I take slippers. I wear slippers all the time. So definitely slippers. And Number 15 is favorite fall tradition. And I had to think about this. I was thinking about, do I have a fall tradition? And is it like Halloween or Thanksgiving? But what I thought about is I love it when, so we have a covered deck. We almost always, in Oregon, you have covered decks. We don't do screened in porches like you do in a lot of the rest of the country. But if you're lucky enough, you have a covered patio or a covered deck, because otherwise you don't use it. And one of my favorite things to do on a rainy fall day is sit on the patio furniture on the deck with blankets, and usually Pooh Bear joins me. Come here, sugar. No, she can't hear. I'd probably have to like yell at her to get her to function right now. But lately she doesn't get up on the couch on the deck with me, but she used to, and we would snuggle in, and you can have tea and listen to it rain. And you can smell the rain, and you're warm and cozy. That's one of my favorite things to do in the fall. And you can do it in the spring too, because it might still be a little chilly. But in the fall, it smells damp, and the leaves are falling, and the colors are pretty. So I think that's one of my favorite fall traditions. And then once it gets too chilly, I just put the furniture away and call it for the year. Because we don't get enough dry days, so you can't really leave your furniture out. You have to put your cushions away, or they're just yucky. They're gross. So I usually leave them out there for a while, and then when the forecast says there isn't going to be a decent day, then it's time to put them away, which I still have one set out there. It's probably time to put it away. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm going to tag Bourbon Creek Crafts. That's Beth. And I hope that Beth will share her answers to the 15 fall questions with us. And once again, thank you all so much for joining me. And thank you for supporting my channel. And right now, bouncing around, if you like these kind of videos and seeing who connects with who and hearing what people like specifically, there's a Secret Santa swap. People are mailing their packages, and they should be sharing them. So you can find my Secret Santa video that I posted from what I got from Susan Tootsie Tucker, or you can go to the hashtag Crafty Secret Santa 2019, and that hashtag is also down below the video of what Susan sent me. And if you click that, it'll take you to the playlist of videos, which should be filling up over the next couple days. The deadline to mail is November 20th, but I know a lot of people have already mailed. Thanks so much, and I hope you're having a great week. Bye-bye.